so we're coming in 2 minutes. 2 minutes ago, the fourth race, and we definitely got fifth in today. So we shuts up on us. All right, we did lose some people. We had 2 breakdowns. The main halyard popped, and I think a main sheet at the dropped as well. A couple other boats went in. One just felt, I think there was a little too much wind for them. The other one had a wedding to go to, if we need to be specific. But anyway, that's why our fleet is dwindled down. But should be at least 10 boats. 1, 2, 6, 8, 11, 12.
Yeah, we got
Yeah, we have you, okay? So either try to fix it or go ahead and sail in. I'll give you your breakdown, okay? Right, okay, and that's what you do. In this case here, it'd be very difficult. They'd actually probably have to sail over to a dock, lower the main, and see if they can jury-rig a line wrapped from the main sheet connected to the end boom block. Okay, otherwise they're better off just keeping their main up and sailing back in. It's just a little bit too windy. All right, but so it'd be hard to trim the main, but they don't have to trim it full because they're not. I don't need to sail close at all to get into the dock. All right, so John Bishop, sorry about that. All right, that was the second boat I was talking about with the breakdown.
3, 2.
We have 1 minute to go of the fourth race. No big deal, because you can dock in either way. There's no 1 minute rule. They don't have to round the end. That is, I don't know, I guess he had a patent. He was a little late as far as lining up for the start, but as I said, I thought he would win that start, and he did. Let's see, he may do it again. All right. Yeah, Alan has, you don't have to worry about the yellow boat. I would have waited on the jibe because you don't want to get it too soon, okay? Because, yeah, he could have, well, no complaints. 20. Yeah, about 20 whole seconds. I thought he was going for the boat. No one's going for the boat. All right. Who's below 60? He's my threat. 63.
7.
Thank you. Grab that flag. Oh, piece of cake. Okay, let's see the first boat that crosses the line. There they go. The most pin on the 69. Get the boat flat. Big righty. Alan looking good, but is that Suhail? 69. Oh, that might be a mitt.
So it's going to be a little bit.
69. That can't be David. That did not look like David Toomey in 69. So that might be one of the boats that got flip-flopped or something.
No.
Okay. Well, they look terrific. That's David Toomey. Okay. And David, you know, it's now on tape. All right. Okay.
Yeah, that is a swap. That is 69 is now meat.
Is who?
A meat.
A mitt. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I don't know. Is it a mitt or a meat? A mitt, because anyway. Das. All right, the righty's fading a little bit. They go 69 in the fade, so they go right into attack. Okay, not a bad idea. You know what? I would have held, though. I would have held a little longer to push 54, do more of a loose cover 54. So now the breeze stays left the rest of the beat, 54 around first, 69 second. Okay, but 54 is starting to sail off the course. They're not tacking back. Oh, it takes us one little righty for 69 to stay in first. But they were on first off the line. So 54 is to windward and behind. 69 to leeward and ahead. 54 wants nothing to change. 69 wants a port header so we can stop it. Okay. So looking pretty good there. Okay. Yeah. 69 is not quite in that lefty. If they held on and didn't take the first shift and dug in only because of the threat to them was all to the left of them, they would have been better off. Okay. 69 at worst should be second place here. Okay, now it's going to take a righty at the top to get him back into second. I think Alan did a great job of not going past the lay line. He's right on it. The boat's flat enough. Oh, there's a little knock for 69. Take it, tack. Okay. Hey, I'm not going anywhere this race. I'm going to stay right here. There's another reason to go. I would go, even if I had to do 3 tacks instead of 1. You can't get to these ley lines too early. It's not worth it. If you overstand, everybody underneath is going to tack underneath you and fetch, then throw bad air back at you. So 69 has lost second place, I think. But here comes a righty. I think they're over the top of the yellow boat. The yellow boat does the right thing, tacks underneath, because I think they're fetching. Okay. And if they fetch, there's my perfect example of why 69 overstood. Oh, easily. Yellow boat fetches easily. All right, so 69 tack much too late. Okay, sorry about that. That was a mitt. Okay. So early on, when he was on starboard, I would have held my starboard, even though I got that little bit of a knock. Stick with the guys to the left, including Alan over there, and waited on that one. Okay. When we did come back to the right on port tack early, you just can't overstand. So come back to the weather mark. You know, sometimes 3 tacks is worse than overstanding by, a ton. Okay, here we go. We're watching Alan round. Not a bad rounding. Look at that. Okay. He came in a smidgen tight, but he didn't come out a smidgen loose. He kept that, could have been tighter on the way out. Yellow boat again, not bad either. Okay. Well, that's 3 in a row. Okay. We don't have to be on top of the buoy, so those are all 3 good roundings. There goes 60. Okay. There's nothing wrong with the other gate. Okay. 63. Oh, that's a little bit slow in turning, and then slow in getting the main in. 62, same thing. Slow in doing the turn. All right. That's tough. Okay, let's see what happens. Some gutsy person rounds the left gate a bit, and he's pointing up at the weather mark until he gets that header. All right, there's nothing wrong with this other gate. 55 should come to the right gate. The gate's a square. Okay. There was enough lefty at the top that I think that's why boats are gravitating to the left side of the race course. But admit, he rounded on a nice port tack lift. He's dying for his knock. That might be it. We look further in front of 63. I see more dark water coming. A little bit of white capping happening. Okay. And yeah, that's got to be the time to go. Let's see how he does. So he tacked right at the edge of it. So that was nice. Trim that jib. Get your velocity lift and take it up. Let's see if we can get. Now, they rounded in 5th place. Okay, so have they made again? In fact, I think they rounded about the same time the yellow and 62 rounded. Okay, so let's see how they do on 62. Okay, 62 had to duck, but they should have let out their mainsail to duck. That was a very slow duck. They're still going slow after the duck. Okay, very hard to bear off when your mainsail's in tight. Okay. I think 63 was an auto tack. They got rounded up by the windward helm into a tack. I don't think they were meaning to tack there, but it's a pretty good place to tack. Okay. Smidgen more left than right again. Last time that happened, it squared itself off. That's Allen. 52, yellow boat. That's Swale will be up there, right? We're looking for 62. Okay, how about 52?
Colin? Jose?
Oh, Colin Jose. So there you go. They've been sailing better and better. So they're in 2nd place there. Allen's in 1st. 3rd place, I think, is just rounding now. It is 69, I believe. 69. Give it to me, or is it really? It is. Oh, that is awesome. A mid is in 69. Oh, I turned the camera the wrong way. They were in like fifth, I thought. So that righty must have come in. I'm not sure. We'll have to double check that. I'll know once they're close enough I can see their faces. All right. I don't know. I'm dying to put up the spinnakers again, but it's not a good idea. All right. I'll catch you when they get a little closer to the village.